When the Boys Meet the Girls. Plot: a playboy Harve Presnell helps a young woman, Connie Francis, turn her father's Nevada ranch into a haven for divorcees. Cast: Connie Francis, Ginger Gray; Harve Presnell, Danny Churchill; Peter No One himself as Herman's Hermits; Carl Green himself as Herman's Hermits; Derek Leckenby himself as Herman's Hermits; Keith Hopwood himself as Herman's Hermits; Barry Whitwam himself as Herman's Hermits; Louis Armstrong himself; D. Catlett himself; Domingo Samudio Sam the Sham as Sam the Sham; Dave Martin Farrow as the Pharaohs; Ray Stinnett Farrow as the Pharaohs; Jerry Patterson Farrow as the Pharaohs; Butch Gibson Farrow as the Pharaohs; Liberace himself; Sue Ann Langdon Tess Raleigh; Fred Clark Bill Denning; Frank Phelan Finn Gray; Joby Baker Sam; Hortense Petra Kate; Stanley Adams Lank; Romo Vincent Pete; Susan Holloway Delilah; Russell Collins Mr. Stokes as Russ Collins; Pepper Davis himself; Bill Quindine of Colby as William I. Quinn; Tony Reese himself. Production: the film was a remake of MGM Girl Crazy 1943 film. The remake was produced by Sam Katzman, who made it as the first of 5 films he did for the studio in 1965. In April 1965, Connie Francis was attached as star. In June 1965, Jeffrey Hayden was to direct, and the stars were announced as Connie Francis, Harve Presnell, Paul Anka, Fran Jeffries, and Louis Armstrong. The title was changed to I've Got Rhythm Then When the Boys Meet the Girls. Presnell played the same role as Mickey Rooney in the original. Presnell said, "When we did Molly Brown on Broadway, we had a standing joke whenever I didn't do something right. I said, well, why don't you get Mickey Rooney?" Filming started July 1965. It was the film debut of Herman's Hermits. MGM were so pleased with their performance they put them in a series of films. Soundtrack. Track listing. All tracks are written by George Gershwin. Music, era Gershwin. Lyrics except where noted. Reception. The New York Times called it terrible. Awards. In 1966, a year after the film was released, it received some prestigious awards at that year's Laurel Awards ceremony. Harve Presnell was nominated for a Golden Laurel in the category of Musical Performance, Male, for his talented musical numbers. Though he did not win, he was awarded 3rd place. Connie Francis was also nominated for a Golden Laurel in the category of Musical Performance, Female, for her musical numbers. She did not win either, but came in a gratifying 4th place.